Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, most Breakout Ballin, I should say. I got you guys with tips all week on Breakout, everything you guys may possibly need to know with this new season. I know people have been asking me the best rewards. I got you guys with the video on that hopefully tomorrow. I just need to see more and more of the rewards, so you guys keep sending them to me and let me know what's up, especially on Twitter or Instagram, wherever it is. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips you guys may not know, things you may know, things you may not, whatever the case is. But I'm gonna try to break it down for you guys. Like, for example, we'll start off with one of the cool tips, like how to get, or not how to get, but you guys see here we have a 92 plus hidden gem, which is a really cool piece because it could be something solid. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna double down and get 2 of these bad boys, because some of you guys might not know, but I can double this in a sense. So here we go. We won our first one. We got the hidden gem 92 plus overall pack, right? So we got this from playing all game modes. It's lucky, right? You can find this anywhere. You can find this in triple threat only, you can find this in clutch only, but to double it you have to be on all game modes. I'm gonna explain how in a second. So if you guys see, I have 2 portals, one being the current portal, right? One is a current portal. That is because I played 3 current games in a row. They were all the NBA Cup, which are full lineups, meaning the whole portal, when I go through it, is going to be all full lineup games. I'm not going to do that, even though I wanted to see what's in there. The reason I'm not going to do that is because I have a clutch time warp. Now you're probably like, Mos, why would you take the clutch time warp? It doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? But I need to. There's a reason I have to. Now, if you guys also take a look, I have 1 win/loss remaining and my thing resets. You see it at the bottom, right? So that means if I take any one of these prizes, say I want the 90 plus, everything ends. Like, my board just ends. I have to start over. So I'm not going to do that. I do have a game changer called Give Me More. I can use this game changer. I just hover on any of my prizes and I hit L3. It recover a prize lost. This does not bring back the 92 plus. Don't get it confused. It's not going to bring my 92 plus. It's just going to give me the opportunity. You see that little red person at the bottom right? It's going to give me one more so I can able to get another one of the prizes that's on my board. Whether I want a chicken dinner, which is a game changer that gives me a free win, whether I want the 90 plus, whether I want a badge option pack, whatever it may be. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my warp. I'm going to go into a clutch time and I'm going to explain why in a second. And there is tip number 1. Now, this is a big tip that I feel like a lot of people do not know. But once you go in a clutch time portal and a triple threat portal, you get the same exact reward, same exact board, same exact everything. So if you guys saw, all I did was scroll my way down to the same exact place that I knew I liked that reward. So if I would have seen a deluxe pack of some of the new content, if I would have seen pretty much anything that I would have really wanted, that's when I look at my board and I'm like, yo, let me get a clutch time portal, let me get a triple threat portal. Now, to activate those portals, that's something we will talk about, but let me double down and get my piece so we can restart and we'll talk about some more tips. And just like that, we doubled it. Hidden gem 92 plus overall pack. We nice and fire. Great stuff. I can literally, I'm just gonna do this just because I can get another clutch time game, get my 3k. Since I have other like losses and stuff, and then we'll continue with the show. But it's always good to do that. You saw I barely did much extra stuff. It was pretty simple, self-explanatory. Whether I'll get something good from these or not, that's a whole different conversation. I would love brand new players. That's always what I'm looking for when I get a hidden gem pack, right? It's like a new card that's gonna eventually release. Remember, hidden gems are basically cards that come out later on in life. They're not out right now, and I already have Jonathan Isaac. Unfortunately, would have been nice to get someone that I do not have, but it's okay. I don't expect much else different. It sucks that 2K never adds exchanges for this stuff, where maybe if I throw in a bunch of them, I'll get a different diamond or a different pink diamond or something, and the animation just takes forever. So in theory, all I have is 1000 MT, or I can actually exchange it for a Hall of Fame badge, so I'm gonna do that. Otherwise, I would have got nothing. So I'll take that, and we'll take our other 92 plus, which hopefully it's probably another dupe because I have so many of them. But it's definitely always nice to take these. You can, in theory, get a pink diamond from this. I do want to point that out. In theory, you can. Will it happen? What are the odds? They're probably very low, and I think this is a duplicate. I'm assuming this is Mark Aguirre, which is absolutely insane. 2 dupes is out of all the cards I have. It's just they're always geared, like hidden gems are geared to getting the same sort of players over and over again. So if you already have a good chunk of those cards, you're really not getting anything different. It just comes out to be that way. And I didn't know I could keep exchanging for Hall of Fame. I think they lowered the what's it called, the cooldown for that. So I guess that's okay, it works out. So that's basically, I just got 2 Hall of Fames from that, or not really, I got 1, right, because I got 2 diamonds. So I basically got a Hall of Fame, pretty simple, by playing Breakout. I just want to quickly look at my hidden gems. Yeah, I do have most of the diamond hidden gems. I didn't even realize that a lot of them did come out already. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a duplicate more times than not. It makes sense. It makes sense. What are the chances of me getting one of these that isn't? The cool thing about hidden gems, like I was saying, is if a diamond does cost a lot later on, you don't have to worry about it. Like guys that I know are gonna cost a lot one day are Dyson Daniels. This guy's gonna cost a lot one day. So I'm surprised Bruce hasn't dropped yet. Everyone has him, but that's I guess why they haven't dropped him yet. But yeah, nothing really going on here. So let's continue on with this show. So I just finished my breakout run. I got the prizes that I wanted. I didn't want to take too long. So in theory, we have 3 options, right? We could play triple threat only, we can play clutch time only, and then there's the gauntlet, which we talk about a billion times. That's not what breakout is, right? That's a different mode. But then you have all game modes, right? So all game modes is the only one you can get portals in, right? I need people to remember that because I always see people playing clutch only, triple threat only. They're like, Most, I'm doing this. Why am I not getting a portal? Just know that you can only get it here. Now, our portal's always worth it. They're worth it because that's the only way to get the pieces needed for the exchange, right? That's the only way you could start going towards this stuff, which in theory, the only thing worth it really is the mode completion, which I made a video about before and whatnot. I just made it today actually, so you guys should have probably seen it. There's the Hall of Fame badge, but you'd have to get too many of them, and this resets in like 3 weeks or something. This takes like literally 3 weeks, so you're only able to get like 2 Hall of Fame badges a season, maybe 3 if you're lucky. So all game modes portals are great for that. The only portals you can get that piece in are going to be the special portal and the new NBA Cup full lineup portal, right? Which takes a while, but I'm gonna definitely make you guys a video on how to do that fast. I got you guys this week 100%. Now, does that mean triple threat only and clutch time only are not worth it? Now, if you don't care about those stuff, right? If you just want to get the games in for maybe your agenda, say you played Breakout Gauntlet already, because I said I recommended that as the first mode you should try to finish. Now you want to just finish up your clutch time games. Maybe you don't care about the exchange piece. You just want to get as much money as possible. Then yes, triple threat and clutch time can get you some fast money. They're definitely good for that. I want people to know that they're good for that. They can. You can find the 92 pluses in there. You can. So there's supposedly 3 new players that we can get, right? They always show us these 3 players that are possible: an Amy, a diamond, a pink diamond. So the amethyst is Connect, Dalton Connect. The diamond is Scotty Barnes, and the pink diamond is none other than Devin Booker's Rainmaker card. So in theory, you can actually get these anywhere. I think that's what confuses people. You can actually get these anywhere besides obviously Gauntlet. Gauntlet doesn't count, but all the other 3 breakouts, you can get it in all game modes in the first board. I want you guys to know that you don't have to actually go in a portal. You don't have to go in the in-season cup portal, even though in theory they've always shown it that you had to, right? You had to go in the 80s, you had to go in the 2000s. You can get them in any place. They're just there supposedly. Are they really? Not really. You're not gonna find them, but it is possible. Now, difficulty, I always say rookie, but with the current being what it is, you're not playing the best of the best. The teams aren't super stacked against you. So what I would recommend, I never recommended this before, but if you're pretty solid at the game, like you're good enough to win games on all-star, superstar in the future against pretty solid opponents, I recommend you start on pro. I will explain why in a second. This is a tip that I've never shared. Well, no, we never needed, honestly. I'm not gonna say we never shared. I've shared this before, that if you wanted to go through boards as fast as possible, you play it on a little higher difficulty. It's not better rewards. Don't get me wrong. It's not better rewards. You're not missing out on anything. Usually it was better always to play on rookie, because you're going to get as many games done as possible. I have always said that if you do not care about all your rewards, playing on pro does seem to be the best because you're going to get through things faster, and I'll explain that in a second. So I would say pro, and I would say take a look. So right now I have 2 full lineup games of Pelicans NBA Cup as well as Mavs NBA Cup. They're currents, so I would need 1 more in order to get this show on the road. I would never start this board if I wanted to go in the special. It already has 4 full lineup games. That's disgusting. That is really bad. Now we need to remember there's game changers. I do have 1 chicken dinner, which a chicken dinner would allow me to hover over a piece, right? I hit my L3, which is my left analog stick. I press it. I hit chicken dinner, and it basically gets that game done. Right now, it's all full lineup games. That's actually crazy. I've never seen this. This is an all full lineup because I just made a video telling people yesterday, I think, to basically play out the special warps, right? Just keep playing everything out. It'll be worth it in the long run. So we're seeing right here, I have only full lineup games. It's not worth this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 3 full lineup games in a row. I don't have to sweat or worry about any of these games. And this is my tip. I'm not going to actually do it right now. This will be a different video. But I'm trying to give you guys, put you guys on with all the helpful tips I can. What I would do is I would play 3 games, try to hit corners. So I would play this game so I can activate this. I could activate this. I would play this game so I could like activate this side of the board. And then I'd probably play this game to activate this side of the board. So I could see after I win all 3 games which side my portal is going to be on. Because it's going to be in one of the corners. Then I can work my way to that corner. Me playing on pro gives me 2 points. Right, 2 flags, as well as 2 objectives. If I get them done, I would get 4, maybe 3 every game, whatever the case is. And then the difficulty will increase as we continue, as we play on. So it will keep increasing my flags options moving forward. The reason I'm doing this is I want to get onto the next board as fast as possible so I could get my season 3 exchange piece. That's going to be one of the tips I'm giving you guys right off the bat. Try to do it as fast as possible. The great thing is that there's little mini games on every single board. So that's something that hopefully you get lucky and find those mini games. They'll help you get to corners faster, both on this board and when you warp. I still recommend warping for the long run. For the grand scheme of things, you can definitely play out your first board if you wanted to and play it on a lower difficulty. If you're going to play out your full board to see all the rewards, maybe Diamond Scotty's on this board, maybe Pink Diamond Booker's here, right? If you do want to play as many games as possible, if you're going to go through the special, play it on a lower difficulty. All the games played is going to add up to your prize points. If you want to go as fast as possible for completion pieces, right, exchanges, definitely start on pro. I've tried it on different tiers. I think pro makes the most sense. It'll get you enough by the time you get to your first corner. Even if you literally play 3 games, find yourself in that corner right away. By the time you start your next board, you're going to be getting more points. And by the time you get to probably 2 corners, if you do it fast enough, you'll have to clear 2 corners before you'll see the prizes on the next one. Because remember, the prize points does increase when you do go through a portal. So that's my biggest tip. All right, that's something you may not know, especially like I would never play this board out for a special portal. If you guys don't know what a special portal is, I made a video on it yesterday, but that's the other tip I was saying. If your board doesn't have a lot of full lineup games, it has a lot of clutch games and triple threat, play out your board fully, play out all 20 games. It's going to be 20. It's supposed to be 24, but 4 of them are free. And then there's going to be a portal that opens up right here in the middle. You go through it and you're looking great. You're looking amazing. You're doing amazing things because you're in a special portal, which the rewards in theory are not that much better, but it does have that completion piece. It's going to be all luck based when it comes to rewards. Now, one thing I will say, with the way it's set up right now, definitely if you're playing full lineups against current teams that are NBA Cups, use your best lineup. Use whatever you have that's going to make the job easy so you can get it done, especially if you're on a higher difficulty. When you do play a basically non-full lineup breakout piece team, whatever, so like say I was playing this one, it's a random easy lineup, so they're gonna play a little bit worse than your lineup. Like they're gonna match you with somewhat close to your lineup, but it's gonna be a little bit less because it's on easy. If it's on medium, they're gonna match you with sort of your lineup. If it's on hard, they'll match you with a little bit higher. So always take a look at that. So if you want to dumb down your team, especially later on, maybe not in the beginning, but I really want people to remember one thing that I see people still not noticing is that you can get 2 prizes on every first board. So say by the time I get to my corner, I already see some of the prizes. Maybe there's a chicken dinner. I'm gonna play out my chicken dinner game because next lineup, when I go move on up, especially if that chicken dinner game is a triple threat game or a clutch time game, so I got it easy so I could skip a full lineup game in the future, because obviously I don't want to play full lineup games because it slows us down when it comes to challenges, right? It's gonna slow us down that we're not getting the agenda stuff done for triple threat and clutch time. So we don't want to do that. That's the reason we wouldn't really normally play that. But I'm gonna play out this board and I have a beautiful video for you guys on how fast we're gonna get it done. Right now we haven't played a single game, and 3 games will activate me the portal, so I'll see how quickly I am capable of getting my mode completion playing this game. I'll probably do 2 boards possibly. Maybe I'll look at some of the rewards. We'll see how it goes, but I hope you guys are ready for that stuff. spam the like button, subscribe. Let me know any questions on other tips you guys need on this. I just thought I wanted to say more things, but this word's too good for me to pass up on. But if there's anything else, I will answer them in the comment section, as well as maybe in a future video I'll add it. I hope this video was helpful. Best of luck to you guys. Let me know what you guys are getting out there in those streets, and peace.